Welcome friends. This question is appeared in CAT exam 2020. This question is sort of a puzzle in which there are four variables. One is the students. There are 8 students. Then there are professors, PQRST. Then there are subjects, economics, sociology and anthropology. Then there is a scheduling in 30-minute slots from 9 to 10:30. So this is the question. I will read it for you. The Humanities Department of our college is planning to organize 8 seminars, one for each of 8 doctoral students. 4 of them are from economics, 3 from sociology, 1 from anthropology. Each student is guided by one among PQRST. 2 students are guided by each of PRNT, while 1 student is guided by each of Q&S. Each student is guided by a guide belonging to their department. Each seminar to be scheduled in one of the 4 consecutive 30-minute slots starting at 9, 9:30, 10 and 10:30 on the same day. More than one seminars can be scheduled in the slot. Only 3 rooms are available and hence at the most 3 seminars can be scheduled in a slot. Students who are guided by the same guide must be scheduled in a consecutive slots. Okay, so following facts are given. So I'll tell you how to solve these type of problems in which there are 4 variables and one of the variables is the scheduling. So I'll copy the important points from this and how we'll start doing it is, we know there are students who are guided by PQR and ST, so we'll write it somewhere how many students are guided by each professor. Okay, then we'll try to find who these students are. So we know P2, R2 and S2 and Q and S, one each. Now we have 3 subjects: eco, socio and anthro. Again, economics has 4 students, sociology has 3 students, anthropology has 1 student, and slot would be 9 a.m. and second slot would be 9:30, third is 10 a.m, fourth is 10:30 slot. These are 4 slots of 30 minutes each, and in each there could be maximum 3 lectures, right? Because there are only 3 seminar halls which are vacant. So coming to this statement, seminar by students from economics are scheduled in each of the 4 slots. So there are 4 students in economics, 1 each in each of the 4 slots. So we can easily write here eco, okay. Coming to next, A is the only seminar that is scheduled at 10 a.m. A is guided by R. Okay, at 10 a.m. there is only one seminar that will happen, and that is guided by R. So A will be the student and R will be the guide. As there is just one seminar scheduled at 10 a.m. so there won't be any seminar in seminar hall 2 and 3. So we know economics student is A and R is the one who is taking this economics, right? Coming to next statement, F is an anthropology student whose seminar is scheduled at 10:30. 10:30 there is one student in economics, other student is F who is giving anthropology, right? And they will be the professor for it. Seminar of a sociology student is scheduled at 9 a.m. There is one already at 9, that is equal. Second will be sociology. B and G are both sociology students whose seminars are scheduled in the same slot. Okay, so this F, we know anthropology student is F, and B and G are both sociology students. The B and G are sociology students whose seminars are scheduled in the same slot. So if they are scheduled in the same slot, that means their professor should be different, right? The seminar of an economics student who is guided by T is also scheduled in the same slot. So we don't know whether B and G are having their schedule at 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. Right? It can't be at 10:30 a.m. because B and G has to be together at the same slot. So maximum three lectures can have three slots can happen in a day. So two are already occupied at 10:30. At 10 a.m. only one is allowed. So B and G sociology students could be either at 9 or 9:30 a.m. Right? Now we'll come to this fifth statement in a while. We know the seminar of an economics student who is guided by T is also scheduled in the same slot. So we know T is also economics, right? Okay. Now sixth is P who is guiding both B and C. So we know that B is sociology student. So P has to be sociology professor, right? And there are two students under him, B and C. So we know who all three students are studying sociology. We know who is studying anthropology. So remaining three students, that is D, E, and H, would be studying economics, right? Has been scheduled in the first two slots. Okay, so B and C will be consecutive, and they are scheduled in first two slots. So either it will be uh, here or at 9:30. Now last statement says A and G are scheduled in two consecutive slots. So A is at 10 a.m. and G is our sociology student who has to come at either 9:30 or 9. Now since A and G are at the consecutive slots, so G has to be here, right, at 9:30. So G will be this sociology student. We don't know who his professor is. Okay. For economics, we know who all are the professors. R is the economic professor and T is the economic professor, right? Sociology also we know. We don't know Q and S because one of them has to be sociology student for third student, sociology professor for third student, and one of them has to be for anthropology. So either Q or S could be either sociology or anthropology. Now we know coming back to fifth statement, B and G are both students whose seminar scheduled in the same slot. So G is sociology, B is also sociology. We also at the same slot. Okay. We know the professor of B and C are P. So C here, P here, again this. So we don't know teacher of G, and for F we have no idea, right? And we know A is here and R. So R would be consecutive. So this is R. So R can't be 9:30. Otherwise, T would have to take a slot at 9 and 10:30, which is not possible. Teacher has to take a slots in consecutive slots only. So R is at 10, so R will be at 10:30 also. Similarly, T with two students will be at 9 and 9:30. Now, this is the scenario we have arrived at. Based on this, we'll be answering our questions as we cannot move ahead with these clues which are given to us. So we know that D, E, and H are economic students, but we don't know at which slot they are. Similarly, sociology and anthropology professors are unknown to us. So we'll come to the question and see what type of questions have been asked and try to solve them. Okay. First question here is, which of the following statements is true? First statement says 3 seminars are scheduled in the last slot. That is false. Only one seminar is scheduled in second slot. That is also false. There are 2 seminars are scheduled in the first slot. This one is true, right? 3 seminars are scheduled in the first slot. This again is false. The answer is option 3. Who all are not guiding any economic students? So R and T are guiding. P, Q, and S are not guiding. P, Q and S. This is our option. Next question is, which of the following statement is necessarily true? S is guiding F. That is not necessarily true. S could guide either anthro student or social student. That is G or F. Q is guiding G. That again is false. B is scheduled in the first slot. That is again false. H is an economic student. That is true, right? Next is, if D is scheduled in a slot later than Q, then which of the following two statements are true? So Q, if D is coming after Q, that means Q cannot be this be the teacher for F in anthropology. So Q has to be here for sociology, right? So if Q is for sociology and D is coming after him, so D has to be economic students here, right? So we'll see E and H are guided by T. Yes, E and H economic students who are remaining are guided by T indeed. This is true. G is guided by Q. That is again true. So both 1 and 2 are true here. Coming to next statement. If E and Q are both scheduled in the same slot, okay, E and Q can be scheduled in same slot. There are two options here. If E here, this is the E1 and Q1, or E could be in 10:30 slots, right? Q and Q2. Q could be anthropologist also and in social also. Then which of the following student best describe the relationship between DH and T? Both D and H are guided by T. That is not true. If in case E is guided by T, in that case that is not true. So this is false. At least one of D and H is guided by T. That is true, because if even if E1 is E is guided by T, then either D or H, one of them has to be guided by T. Yes. And in another case, if 10:30 slot is taken by E and Q, then both D and H are guided by T. So at least one of D and H is guided by T. So this seems to be true. Exactly one of D and H is guided by T. This is also not true. At least one. There could be one, there could be both. Neither D, that is also not the case. Okay. The last question here is, if D is scheduled in the slot immediately before Q's, then which of the following is not necessarily true? Okay, I'll just cut these things which I have written for earlier question. If D is scheduled in the slot immediately before Q, there is only one slot here, because Q cannot be anthro teacher, otherwise immediately before him A has been taken. So Q has to be the sociology one, right? And D has to be economics student here at 9 o'clock slot. Then we'll see which if the following is not necessarily. If Q is here, then S would be here in anthropology. Okay. G is guided by Q. This is true. E is guided by R. That is not necessarily true. E could be either here at 9:30 slot or 10:30 slot. So this one is the false statement which we are looking for. D is guided by T. This is true. 9. True. F is guided by S. That is also true. So there is just one statement which is not necessarily true, and that is E is guided by R. This is our answer. Okay. Thank you. So we'll see you again in next video. Please subscribe.